The past several decades have brought inevitable change to the Missouri River Valley. More people, more homes, more businesses, more traffic, and this consistent developmental sprawl began to take a serious toll on the nature and wildlife. Several visionaries took action to preserve large open green spaces for public enjoyment and for the protection of the plants and animals that call these places home. The Missouri Botanical Gardens staked out a claim for native habitat in the countryside. Alice Bush's donation of 7,000 acres not only provided a conservation area, but also happy memories for the many who have enjoyed picnics, fishing, or hiking there. Ted and Pat Jones took the lead on creating the longest biking trail in America, as well as the Confluence Point State Park, which gives a bird's-eye view to the journey's end of the Missouri River. In keeping with this legacy of conservation, thousands of Missourians work to maintain the beauty and integrity of the region. Forest Relief is a nonprofit that provides education programs and free trees all over the state. They partner with individuals and other organizations to reintroduce native trees, including the iconic bur oak, to a variety of places, from urban schoolyards to the Katy Trail.
We promote planting trees and enriching lives. There's been studies that have proven that it actually helps with mental health when you're walking through a natural area. The Katy Trail and trailheads like this give us the opportunity to show off these trees, show off the native trees that we have. So people can learn things as they see these trees, and they can actually see what native composition looks like. That tree, once it gets to its full maturity, I won't be here, but it's actually just leaving a lasting legacy from that tree. Not my legacy, but that tree's legacy, and I kind of helped that happen. That's kind of the reason why I became a forester in the first place, is because the decisions that we make on a daily basis last hundreds of years.
Working with Scott and Forest Relief is just really critical. But also important is Katy Land Trust, our farmers and that join the trail, our business owners, and the people that actually use the trail. I think it's about partnership and bringing different people together, and that's what the Katy Trail does so well. Hopefully in 300 years, we'll leave a legacy for others. And the Missouri River Valley is going to be as important then as it is now.
The larger story of how this country grew and changed is reflected in the experiences that shaped the Missouri River Valley, as the native tribes, trailblazers, settlers, and immigrants braved the unknown, eventually carving towns and farms into the Missouri's fertile banks. Steamboats and trains connected communities, but while prosperity and population grew, habitat was lost and species became extinct. The wandering Missouri was pushed into the levee system, but sometimes it pushed back, flooding or displacing the towns that had flourished on its banks. Resilience and conviction carried many of these communities through more than floods, as war, poverty, and the loss of home led to patriotism, ingenuity, and the belief that remembering the people and places who came before us is just as much an act of preservation as planting a tree can be. By discovering and protecting this unique corner of the country, we become part of the same story the bur oaks have stood sentinel to for centuries.